We as Christians, a lot of times say, God, use me. Like we want to be used by God, or so we think. Because a lot of times, and most times when God uses us, it's not quite the way that we thought it would be. It might come at the expense of being comfortable. A lot of times he calls us and it's not comfortable. It might come at a time that is super inconvenient for what you think the time in your life is. It might be something that really challenges us or stretches us, or the thing that God is asking you to do might not look the way that you had thought it would look, or it might not be what you thought or had hoped it would be. So a lot of times we have this idea, God, use me. And we sing songs. It's like, obviously the song I always think of is Potter's Hand, where it's like, take me, mold me, use me, fill me. I give my life to the Potter's hand. And we sing these songs. And then God's like, all right, I'm going to take you. I'm going to mold you. I'm going to use you. I'm going to fill you. And you're like, oh, that's just not exactly what I had wanted it to be. But we really need to assess where our thought process is coming from, and we really need to assess the motivations of our heart. Because when you say, God, use me, if it's for your own satisfaction, or if it's for your glory, or if it's an idea that you had thought he should use, and that really is the underlying reason for why you want to be used, I'm just going to be real honest with you, that is not the right heart motivation. But we do understand that God has a call for us and he has chosen us. And a lot of times it's going to stretch us. A lot of times it's going to be uncomfortable. The timing is going to be inconvenient. A lot of times it may not look like you have wanted it to look, or it might not be what you had wanted it to be. But when you can come to the understanding that we are the workmanship of God, and we were created in Christ Jesus for good works, and we were created for his glory, if you can kind of wrap your head around that, you won't be looking in the wrong places for satisfaction. You won't be looking in the wrong places for maybe the call of God that he has on your life and what it's supposed to look like, because it's not for our satisfaction and it's not for our glory. God really talks about, the church being the bride of Christ, and he relates it a lot to a husband and wife and how his relationship is between him and the church. And there's so many scriptures that talks about that relationship and how once you get married, your body is no longer your body. It belongs to someone else, and to become one. And what happens with that is I can no longer in a marriage do things for myself. I can't just do things because they satisfy me without consulting my husband. I can't just do things in life or, spend money where I want to spend money and do with my body what I want to do with my body and do with my time what I want to do with my time, because it no longer belongs to me. I have decided to make a covenant relationship with my husband, and now we are operating as one. So we have to understand, when we, as the bride of Christ, when we submit to the authority of our Father, our body is no longer our body. Our lives are no longer our lives. We are no longer living to satisfy ourselves, but we're living to satisfy our Creator and our Maker. In Ephesians 2:10, it says, we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. We have to understand it's not for us, but whatever call that God has on your life, it really is to give him glory. So we have to get out of ourselves and get out of our, we have to be comfortable. It has to be convenient. It has to be exactly what I thought it should look like. We have to get outside of all of those thoughts and really have a confidence in God created me for something unique and something special and a very specific purpose that no one else can fulfill. And when I walk in that, it glorifies the Father. And when I walk in that, I'm walking in unison and in harmony with him, because we were created to operate with him and we were not created to operate alone. So I just want to challenge you. First of all, don't say, God, use me if you don't want to be used by God. But second of all, I really want you to look inside your heart, because I know most Christians, we want to be used by God. As tough as it may be, we want to be used by God. So I want to challenge you to really look inside your heart and be like, God, I do want to be used by me. Help me to not give up when it's not the way that I thought it was going to be. Help me to not be discouraged if I feel like the timing is inconvenient. Help me to not want to just say no to a door that you've opened for me, because again, it's uncomfortable, it's inconvenient, it's all of those things sometimes. But if we do it, if we walk in it and we can fully surrender our lives to Him, we are able to not only walk in the plans and purposes that He has for our lives, but we're able to bring Him glory. And what greater honor is that than Him, who He could have chose anyone, but He chose you.